Warm good evening to all of my friends, and today I'm starting with a new series of biology. The first chapter we're going to dive in is going to be transportation of materials in plants, right? So, the first 2 points I've written over here is that what are the conditions that are necessary which are required for a particular organism to stay alive. The very first condition is going to be the organism should intake some food, and the second condition is the organism should excrete out the waste. So it is to remove the waste from the body, right? Then we talk about the vascular system. And I'm telling you, and you should actually make it a point, that the vascular system is only present in plants. It is not present in animals. Okay? So the vascular system consists of vascular tissues. And what are the vascular tissues? Xylem and phloem. Clear? So before introducing these two tissues to you, I will first show you a plant. See. This is a plant. Okay. Now, what I will do is I have taken some water over here in the bottle, and we'll put some water in the plant. Okay. Now, see, after some time the water has totally disappeared from the top layer of the soil. What does this show? It shows that the soil has absorbed the water. But how will this plant be getting the water and minerals that I want the plant to intake for its good growth? So that happens through the roots, but precisely it happens through the root hair. What are root hair? Root hair are the outgrowths on the roots which absorb the water and mineral from the soil. Now, are you guys wondering by which process this absorption is done? Really good. I think that you all have, just put on your thinking caps. So, that is done through the process of osmosis. Now, what is osmosis process? So, osmosis is the process of diffusion of water and mineral through a semi-permeable membrane of the root cells. Now, what is this word semi-permeable membrane about? Are you wondering? Great. So the word semi-permeable membrane means that the membrane which allows only certain substances to pass through it. Okay? Now, what happens in this absorption of water and mineral is that the moment the moment the root hairs have absorbed the water and mineral from the soil, it needs to be transported to the entire plant, right? And mark my words that the water is transported in plants only in one direction, that is only upwards. Okay, water doesn't move downward. Clear? So the process through which the water moves upward is through ascent of sap. Why the water moves only upward in the plant? Okay, my friends, actually just want to give all of you a simple tip before answering this question. That whenever you are learning any subject, until and unless you ask the question, why, how, what is the reason behind it? Why should we do it? Why is this done like this and that? That is the point where the learning takes place. Until unless you are asking the questions, that means that you are not learning anything. You're simply just, mugging everything up. But that needs not to be done. Always ask questions. So let's come back to our question. Why the water goes upwards? The reason is two major reasons. One is because of the process of transpiration in the plants. What is transpiration? So transpiration is the removal of the excess water from the leaves. This creates a suction pull by which the water is pulled upwards in the root, through the xylem. Then we have to talk about the now I told you that vascular tissues comprises of number 1 xylem, number 2 phloem. So what is the function of phloem? As the leaves, they prepare food through photosynthesis. That food needs to be transported to the entire of the plant so that they can gain energy, right? So we use phloem for that purpose. Phloem is the vascular tissue which will transport the food from the leaves to the entire part of the plant. Clear? And the process by which phloem does this particular function is called transcollation. Mark my words, there's a great and a huge difference between transpiration and transcollation. Clear? Good. So then we have the direction in which the food moves in plant is upward and downward both. But how? That's actually because of the ATP molecules. Okay, through ATP. Okay, what is ATP? ATP is adenosine triphosphate, the full form. And then next we talk about that now the water and mineral is absorbed and then it is transported to the plant. The phloem is also transporting the food from the leaves to the entire of the plant. Now how should we believe? We need some experiments, right, to be conducted to prove our statements. So for experimenting or for just proving that xylem is present in the plant, we will take a simple plant and then we put that plant with roots in colored water. For the time being, I've taken the color of the water purple. Okay, I've taken purple color water. So what will happen over here? As the roots are absorbing, means precisely the root here are absorbing the water. The water is then taken by the xylem for the entire plant. Okay, so what I have done over here is that we take this part of the plant and then we just cut it horizontally. Okay, and then we have this section. So you can see certain area which have been colored purple. What does this indicate? It indicates that the water, the purple water has passed through these particular cells, and what are they? They are this proves that this is the xylem in the plant. Okay, that is the reason why it conducts water and then it has also colored purple in color. Now to test the presence of phloem, what do we need? We need a particular plant. Okay, here is the plant, and what I have done is that I have just cut off a little bit of the stem of the plant. So just what is the reason behind it? Because I need to remove phloem from the particular region. Okay, this region. Okay, this region. So to remove phloem from this region, I just cut a little bit part of the stem. Okay, so what will happen? As the food will travel or reach up to this point, it is not having phloem to take the particular food downward, right? So what will happen? This part will be swollen. This indicates that the food has been stuck. The food is stuck over here and it is not going in the going downwards. Why? It's not moving, it's not being transported. That is what is the reason? The reason is we have removed phloem. That is the tissue which will take the food from the leaves to the entire of the plant, because due to the absence of the phloem, this part is swollen because the food is stuck over here. It is not going in its further journey, means it's not going downwards. So let's quickly recap what we have done in today's session. So the first thing, that what are the conditions for a particular organism to stay alive? Number 1, the organism should take in food. Number 2, it should excrete also. And then what are the vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. We talked about xylem and how the water is being absorbed by the root hairs through the process of osmosis, and then we talk about the phloem. And the function of phloem, which is to just transport the food from the leaves to the entire part of the plant. And then we talked about transpiration, which is a vital process in the plant. Then we talked about these two activities. Number one for xylem, number two for phloem testing. They are present in the plant. So that's all in today's video, my dear friends, and I will suggest one thing to all of you, that you should take a notebook and a pen and then jot down whatever important points I have told in this particular video, in this particular session. So because if you just simply watch this video, you won't understand those particular terms or those phenomena or those phenomenons and those reasons why certain things happen in the plant, and some do and some doesn't happen. For all of that, you need to write down. Okay, you need to write down those points, highlight those points. That is when you will actually understand and you will gain the best of this video. If you want this video to be fruitful for all of you, you should take a notebook, jot on the points, then learn them, recall them, revise them, and stay healthy and fit till we meet in the next video to talk about the transportation of materials in animals. Till then, do like, share, subscribe, and comment on my channel, and I will meet in the next video. Thank you.